things that she didn't believe that she could do. Even though she has heard about the being born again, like wearing long dresses, she couldn't believe that she can do those things.
Kodwa konke bengathi ngathana uzalo olusha kwazenzakalela. Ngazibona ukuthi angifanelekile, ngazibona ukuthi asengihamba ngini.
But after she was born again, everything fall back into places. She could see herself being naked without wearing long dresses.
Sayisikhoza ke ekhaya kwami ngelinye ilanga ke kwabe sekuvele nje umntwana omncane wagibela gandagani noma utregeli wasiyakhonza ngabe siyakhuleka ngapha. Emva kwaloko utregeli lo waseyagibela umntwana wathi unyakaza wahamba. Emva kwaloko wehlela kwafuna ungene kwamakhaya wadlula ngenxa yamandla kaThixo. Emva kwaloko waze wafika emfuleni ngaphansi labazalwane bekhona. Umfana umntwana omncane wangena yona 6 years wathi gogo utregeli kamkhulu sohambile. Manje ngiyambonga uThixo emva kwenzekanga lutho. Imuzi lo wafela ingwele kuwo wageja uhamba eceleni. UNkulunkulu ezibonakalisa amandla akhe uthi yena uyaphila.
And in one of these days when they were having a service at her home, a young child about 6 years old, he climbed over a tractor and drove it. But because of God's mercies, the child did not hit any of the houses. God drove the tractor up until the valley without hitting anyone, without the child getting injured. And the child came back home and told the parent that, "Mother, I drove the tractor."
No, akwenzekanga nje ngexoxa kancane ukuthi umntwana ngazi ubani owamdiliza. Ngiyabuka ukuthi amandla kaNkulunkulu ukuthi wadilika umntwana wahamba wodwa utregeli wazofika emfuleni.
The child fall off the tractor, but the tractor drove itself without hitting any of the building up until the valley.
Phinde futhi koyikulandelayo kunye uphinde usathane futhi wasifaka kwamanye kwafika amasotsha ekhaya lami. Athi baba bakithi unesibhamu Nkosi wami. Emva kwaloko ngiyambonga uNkulunkulu ukuthi ngakhuluma naye amyeka ngaphandle kokumlimaza.
Oh, in one of these days the soldiers came to her home saying that her husband has a gun, but she went out, took out the soldiers out of this, telling them that her husband does not have a gun, and they bought her whatever she told them, and they left.
Ngiyambonga uThixo lelivangeli ngoba wakhombisa amandla ngoba baningi abantu abafika amasosha abashaya abanyabekho kuma ibashona.
Oh, she's very grateful about the Lord, what He has done for her, because in so many instances soldiers will come into a family and kill the family, but for her family they were safe, they were never harmed by the soldiers.
Emva kwaloko ngiyambonga uThixo sekuhambe esikhathi lapho sengathi ngaqala ngakhulekela ubungcwele. UThixo nomusa akwenzekanga masinyane kwaba nento eningi okufanele ngizenze oqala nje ukuthi ngixolise Nkosi wami ngendlela ebengimthethisa nangayo.
After that, she had to pray for certification, but it was not an easy route. But she had, after some time praying, she found that she has to sort of ask apology from her husband because the way she has been treating him.
Inkosi nomusa engajabulise yangipha ukungcwele emva kwalokho. Ngiyambonga uThixo ngohlobo olubangasayo ngoba kuningi okwenzeka emva kwaloko ziningi idubedube ezenzeka okwakhombisa amandla kaNkulunkulu engiyulo dakeni lokufa.
After having peace with her husband, then she received certification. There's so many things that she went through, troubles, but in all those, the Lord has saved her. After that, she had peace in her heart. After having certification, there was peace in her home. There was no peace before. She would wake up her husband and said, "Oh, come on, let us talk." Whenever they had the problems during the day, she will wake the husband up at night and say that the problem is not finished. But after her receiving certification, wow, there was so much peace in her home up until now. And there's so many things that the gospel has done for her. So many things that she loved, even the ring that she had in her finger, because she used to say this ring was prayed for by her pastor. She will never get rid of it, but for some reason, she lost the ring.
Nawa manje inkosi wami akakholwa kodwa ngiyambonga uThixo lelivangeli ukuthi uyawazi amandla omkhuleko uyawazi amandla omthandazo uyamazi ukuthi uThixo noma yoba ngelanje uyashathi ngibonga umsiza nkosikazi ungibeke lapho umkhulekele ngesikhathi sonke nabebona umfundisi uyashathi umfundisi wami ngicela ungikhulekele manje ngiyambonga uThixo ngalelivangeli anginamahloni ngathi
even though her husband is not yet saved, but he does appreciate the power of the gospel. And whenever he sees the pastor, he will say, please, pastor, pray for me. And he will also tell her, I know the gospel, I know the power of the gospel. But she's praying that he'll be saved in one of these days.
Abazali babeze ekhaya abasikhathi ngenkonzo emva kwaloko uNkulunkulu wangisiza ngoshobona mangasaya waphuma nje imoto yaphela ya beyond repairs kodwa yena wavele waphila akangani.
She's very grateful about the power of the gospel. In one of these days, her son was involved in a car accident. The car was beyond repairs, but her son was not hurt.
Ingakho ngithi ngabe nama ngisekho umusa kaNkulunkulu ngikhona ngoba ngabe kunenge ubuhlungu okusebukhangeleni enhlizweni yami mhlambe nami ngagcina sengifile ngabe amathuna uNkulunkulu avalile umntwana ekaba wenkosi osekhaya nelo mntwana ngabe sesaphela ekhaya la manje ngenxa yomusa amandla wevangeli sikhona.
She believes that if it was not the power of the Lord, she won't be alive by today, but because of the power of the Lord, her family is still all alive.
She's very
grateful of the Lord. She went further and further and further up until she was baptized with the Holy Ghost. She is also saying the gospel, it is the power of the Lord. She can be the only one who will feel the gospel, but the gospel is perfect. She also wishes that she does not stop here by testifying. When the Lord comes and fetch the saints, she becomes of those who are being fetched by the Lord. She's also here to come and testify about the power of the gospel.
She's
Mrs. Sondo, born and bred here in Eastern Cape. But she works in Cape Town, born in Lady Frey in Ngobo. But she's a bit scared. She's here to proclaim the power of the gospel. But she's not ashamed of the power of the gospel. Even though she has some stage fright, scared of the eyes of the people, but she's not ashamed of the gospel, of the power of the gospel. Because she has seen the power of the gospel in herself. She met the gospel last year in August. It was on the 10th of August during the revival, the CYC revival that was in Cape Town in Fuleni. She came here in the gospel. She was full of troubles everywhere, and the demon was like harassing her. Even within herself and also within her family, there was no peace. Most of all, she didn't have a job. But she is a woman who struggles by herself, although she has a husband.
So
When she lost her job, she did not see the end of. She did not see the way forward. She could see that the end and the world coming to an end.
Bendingakwazi ukulala imini nobusuku.
She could not sleep day and night,
Ndilila inyembezi.
crying every day.
Bese ndiphila ngokumamela ii-radios ezi.
She only had found solace by listening to the radios.
Kodwa into bendiyifuna apha erayidweni ibiyigospel.
The only thing that she was looking for, the programs that she was listening to, are the gospel programs in the radio.
Ibisithi leyo radio station uba ayithethi gospel ndiyitshintshe ndiye kwenye.
She would toggle between the radio station. If this one is not having the religious program, she will change to another one.
Ndithe ngoku kuzulazula kam ke kwiradio ndade ndafika kwiradio zibonele.
After toggling between the radio station, she came across the Radio Bonele, which is a community radio in Cape Town.
Kulo radio station ndafika ngale mini kuthetha umrholi.
Coincidentally, at that time when she switched on or tuned on to the radio station Zibonele, he heard the hour overseer talking over the radio.
Emema abantu kwimvuselelo esemfuleni eBadale Primary.
Inviting people to the revival that was in Badale Primary School in Fuleni.
Wathi xa egqibela izani konke kulungile.
And the overseer, when he was finishing the invitation, he came. All come, everything is ready. All is ready.
Ndahlala ndamamela.
And she kept on listening.
Bendingasazimameli bendingumuntu ohamba intente.
She was the person who was always looking after the tents
Apho kubakho imvuselelo khona.
where there's some kind of a revival.
Kodwa ndahamba ndadinwa.
She attended all the tents up until she was tired of attending the tent services or revivals.
Esitratweni sam bekukho iinkonzo eziyi-2.
In her street where she lives in Cape Town, there were about 2 churches.
Kukho ekuthiwa yi-Fresh Fire.
There was one that was called by the name, that was going by the name Fresh Fire.
Kukho nenye ekuthiwa yi-Salvation.
There was another one called Salvation.
Zonke bendisiya kuzo.
Both of these churches, she would attend them,
Kodwa zange ndifumane nto.
but she never received any relief in her problems.
Ndithe ngokumamela ke apha kwiradio zibonele umrholi ethetha.
But after listening to from the radio station Bonele, when our overseer was talking,
Ndathi ndiyaya.
then she made a resolution that she will attend this one.
Ndahamba ngolwesine ngo-1 o'clock.
She attended on a Thursday at 1 o'clock.
Ndathi ndiyayifuna le ndawo.
Then she said, I want to see this place.
Imagine ndingowasemfuleni ndafika ngo-1990 emfuleni.
Can you imagine that she's from the same place in Fuleni? She was there since 1990.
Akho ndawo ndingayaziyo.
There's not a place that she does not know around Fuleni.
Kodwa ndayifuna la Badale Primary yandancama ndabuyela endlini ngo-2.
But she looked for this Badale Primary up until she gave up and went back to her place at 2 o'clock.
Ndahlala endlini ndimangala.
Then she went to her place wondering
Kwaphuma isikolo.
up until the school was over.
Kwafika umntana kasista wami ofunda eManzomthombo.
Then there was a sister's son who's going to Mthatha school.
Wabe naye efike engixelela makazi uvile ngale mvuselelo iseBadale Primary.
And also the child also told her about whether she heard about this revival that is Badale Primary School.
Ndathi ndiyile ndayoyifuna kodwa ndilahlekile andiyifumananga.
She responded by saying, I went there, I looked for this Badale Primary School, but I couldn't find it.
Wathi kodwa ingomso nje makazi ngolwesihlanu sonza kukhapha uphuma kwesikolo siye.
But the child said, what is tomorrow? And I will take you there after the school.
Kandiphozise emaseko uthe efike evele esikolweni ndabe sendihlambile.
She didn't waste any time. By the time the child came back from school, she was ready.
Ndabe sendigqibe nobaphekela yonke into.
She has done preparing food for them and everything else.
Wanxiba naye sahamba.
The child got ready and they departed and went for the service.
Ndithe ungena kwam ententeni.
When they arrived at the tent,
ndangena ndahlala ecaleni komnye umama omde ngesithomo.
She was sitting next to another tall woman.
Kanti ngumama waseMthatha, umama ndazi noba ndiyipronounce kahle uMandla kapheli ifani yakhe. Kodwa yilapho.
Only to find that she was sitting next to this woman who is from Mthatha. Her name was Mandla Kapeli, if she pronounces correctly.
Ndabe ndinxibe iminiskirt yam.
How she was with her short miniskirt.
Ndafika kulo mama engumama ondilisekileyo onxibe kakuhle.
She said to this woman who was well dressed and modestly dressed.
Ndaziva ndigodola engathi ndihamba ngaze.
How she felt cold and it was like she is naked.
Wabe umholi emile epulpitini ekushumayela.
And by then the overseer has already taken the pulpit preaching.
Ndandikwazi nomjonga ndalila ndihleli phaa esitulweni.
She could not face the overseer, she just cried.
Ndamamela njena akuthethayo ukuphuma kuThixo.
She just listened what the overseer was saying and she cried.
Uthe lento athi uThixo ukhona kule ndawo.
When the overseer said, God is in this place.
Wabe esithi uyafuna ukuhamba nathi.
When the overseer said, do you want to come with us?
Ndathi kuba ndiqhele ezinkonzo ukuphakamisa isandla ndaphakamisa isandla sam.
Because she was so used to these tents where you need to just lift up a hand. She lifted up her hand.
Wabe esikhombe esiguqweni esithi uThixo ukhona kule ndawo.
But the overseer was pointing them to the overseer saying, God is in this place.
Zange ndiphozise emaseko ndabaleka ukuya esiguqweni.
She never wasted any time. She ran to the altar.
Yafika zange kuphume nto ndalila qha oko ndalila inyembezi.
When she got to the altar, nothing came out of her mouth, but she only just cried and cried.
Ndahamba isitulo sam simanzi ndabuyela endlini.
She left having wetted the chair and went back to her home.
Ndafika endlini ndalala.
She went back home and just went straight and slept.
Ndalala ubuthongo.
She slept deep sleep.
Zathi nekati ebezimane zikhala phambi ecaleni kwefestire yam zathi cwaka.
Even those funny cat sounds that she used to hear under her window,
yeah,
they went quiet.
Yathi nento ibilapha kume emagqini ngathi ndibekwe idyokwe exinzelelekileyo yamka yangathi mke nomoya.
Even the heavy burden she used to feel upon her shoulders, it just disappeared.
Ndavuka ekuseni ndifresh.
She woke up the next morning very fresh and refreshed.
Ndicula ndineculo endilithanda elithi Nkosi ndive ngezibele.
She sang a song that she likes very much. Ithi Nkosi ngive ngezibele.
Yamangala intombi yami third born yami.
Then her third born was so amazed.
Yathi ayibo Mamdlane wavuka namhlanje ufresh kwenzeke ntoni?
She called her by her clan name Mamdlane. What happened? Why are you so fresh today?
Ndathi mina ndiya emvuselelweni ikhona imvuselelo ezawungena ngo9 ndibe ndiye kuyophezolo.
She responded by saying she is going to the revival, the one she attended the night before.
Ndaphinda ngo9.
She went there at 9 o'clock.
Ndaphaya.
She went there, she was there.
Ndaye esiguqweni ndathandaza.
She went straight to the altar and prayed.
Ndisalila kodwa.
Still crying though.
Ndabuya ngo2 kunkonzo ka2.
She came again at 2 o'clock for the 2 o'clock service. She prayed again.
Ndabuya kwinkonzo ka6.
Came back at 6 o'clock for the 6 o'clock service.
Ndaphinda ndathandaza.
She prayed and prayed.
Ndabuya ngecawe ngo9 ndawugqibezela imvuselelo.
She came again at 9 o'clock on a Sunday, that is to close for the close of the revival.
Ndabe sendibana no Sister Ncebakazi.
She met Sister Ncebakazi.
Ndathi ndiyafuna ungena kule nkonzo ndingenza kanjani?
She said she would like to join this church, but what is the process?
Kuba umphefumulo wami wafika wonene.
Because her soul found solace and rest in this place.
Wandidibanisa nomnye usister ongusister Ngulube wathi nguyena yena uza kuhoya.
She made to contact another sister called Sister Ngulube and said, this is the sister who will take care of you.
Sanikani numbers.
They exchanged numbers.
Zange ndilinde nalo number ndabe ndithathe inumber yomnye umzalwane uDiko.
She could not wait for that number. She took a number from another Brother Diko.
Babe besithi bangena eDelft.
Then Brother Diko told her that hold services at another place called Delft.
Umzalwane uDiko wanika umfundisi uMashinini inamba yami.
Brother Diko gave Pastor Mashinini her number.
Yava ndifonelwa ngumfundisi uMashinini esithi ndingumfundisi uMashinini. Undive kusithwa ufuna ukuya eDelft, sikhonza eDelft. So ikhona inqwele ezawufika izazokulanda.
Brother Diko gave her number to Pastor Mashinini. Pastor Mashinini in return called her and asked her, I heard that you want to come and fellowship with us. Then Pastor Mashinini told her that there's going to be a car that's going to be fetching you to come and fellowship with us.
Kanti unike umzalwane uNcube inamba yami wabendifonela nguye lo wayendilanda ngemoto.
Only to find out Pastor Mashinini gave her number to Brother Ngube, who came in and fetched her for the service.
Wabesendithatha sisiya eDelft.
Then Brother Ngube took her to Delft.
NaseDelft apho ndama phaya ndiphakamisa amandla emvuselelo.
Even at Delft, she testified, proclaiming the power of the revival,
Ndilila
crying.
kodwa emva koko ndabe ndiqonda uba ndiphungulekile.
But after that, she could feel that there's some load that has been taken off her.
Ngelaki kaMdali wabe kusithiwa iyabuya eDelft inkonzo iza emfuleni.
In God's message, she heard that now the services will no longer be held at Delft. They'll be coming to Mfuleni, near her place.
Wabe esithi umfundisi uMashinini nokuthethwe ngumholi asinawudlula kuko sizawukhonzela eBhadeli Primary.
Pastor Mashinini was saying they cannot forego the word of the overseer. Overseer said they should hold services here at Badadale Primary.
Abe ndiqonda ba uThixo undincedile ngoba bendingazubanayo yonke le mihla imali yobhekethela.
She was very grateful about this resolution by the overseer because she would afford to go to Delft every Sunday.
Ndakhonza nomfundisi uMashinini.
Then she started attending services with Pastor Mashinini
Nebandla.
and with the congregation at
Ndafumana
large.
umama omangalisayo.
Then she found another wonderful woman.
Ndiyambonga uYesu ngokusisa umama uMashinini ebomini bami.
She's very grateful about the Lord for bringing Mrs. Mashinini in her life.
Ngoba ndathi kuba ndingena abazali ndafika umama owavele wangena enhlizweni yami.
Even though she did not have parents, but Mrs. Mashinini closed that gap and became a mother to her.
Andenzela ububele engazange ndafumana nakumama wami.
Mrs. Mashinini was so very close, like a mother to her.
Ndiyambonga nyani ndiyakubonga mama.
She is very grateful to you, Mama Mashinini.
Ithi uThixo abe nawe okwandisela imihla.
She would like to say God be with you and give you more days.
Nangemfundiso wandinika zona ngoba bendingayazi mina uba xa unomyeni ufuneka umphathe kanjani.
With all the lessons that you gave her, she did not know how to treat her husband.
Ndingayazi uba endlini abantwana funeka ubaphathe kanjani.
She did not even know how to treat the children at home.
Ndingayazi even uba umthandazo yona ndikukhululayo kuzo zonke izinto.
She was not even aware that the prayer is the one that relieves you of all the problems.
Ngoba ndandihambe ndimamela amacebo kusithiwa yiya kweli gqirha lirayithi yiya kweli ya.
She used to listen of all the advices that she was getting. People say, go from this witch doctor to the other one to the another.
Kodwa ngenxa yemisebenzi nentetha zakhe imfundiso zakhe.
But because of her advices and the works that she has done to her,
ndazibona sendihlile nakuloo nkolo yofuna amagqirha.
and she found that belief of following for witch doctors has disappeared.
Kodwa ke ngoku sendilapha ndake ndaphinde ndazama ngoba uSathana akalala engatyanga.
But even though she has already joined the gospel, she even tried again because the devil will never rest.
Xa into eyandiyekisayo intoba eligqirha ndandiye kulo lathi lizawunika into zowufutha ndizisebenzise kathathu qha.
But what made her to forego that thing of going to the witch doctors? This witch doctor said she has to sort of to steam, yes, 3 times.
Ndaqonda uba mosingala magama ongena ebungcweleni nalo ngelonyana nelomoya oyingcwele nelo ndaqonda uba iyandibhanqa moseligqirha.
Then she could see that this fish daughter was saying she should do some steam bath with medicine with 3 times. And when she realized, no man, this is the same 3 words that she believes in, God the Son, God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Then this fish daughter is making a fool of her. She took that medication. When she arrived at her place, she threw that in the dustbin. After having lost about 500 rands. She's very grateful about the gospel. When she joined or when she had admitted with the gospel, she has found rest. Now she lives at peace in her heart, which she never experienced before. She always hated herself and could see herself not being a mother to her children because of the things that she had entered into. But now she found herself having some respect. Even the way she dresses now, she dresses like a mother or a woman. She gets respect from her children because she also gives respect to her children as a woman, as a mother. The last wonderful thing that she would like to say, or miracle she would like to say about the gospel, she has a granddaughter, about 5-year grandchild, which is 5 years old. She did not bring her along because the child is busy at school. Normally, they will give her 1 rand. Normally there's a shop opposite her. With this 1 rand they will go and buy stock leggers, stock sweets. But because of those month-end groups that we normally have, we work for the Lord. And we'll give this 1 rand to the grandchild so that he can go and buy the stock sweet at the shop. When she will put the money on the table. Oh, when she's during the groups and contribute the money, the grandchild will say, Gogo, give me also my money so that I can also be part of the workings of the church. She also got this in her heart that whatever she pledges, she will pledge for the church. If she pledges for 150, she will pledge for 50 rand for the grandchild. Then it's taught another lesson to the grandchild, that to keep the money, to save the money. Even now, whenever she gives her money, the child money, she said, no, Gogo, keep it. I will use it during my birthday. She is very grateful about the power of the gospel. She does not wish only to testify. All she wishes that when the body and the soul goes asunder, so that she can see the Lord can take her to his side. She does not wish this for herself only, she wishes for the whole family, her children. Because she can see there is life here in the gospel. With those few words, she's very grateful about the overseer, about the Lord who brought the overseer. brought the overseer.
Waza emfuleni.
Brought the overseer from Zimbabwe to Mfuleni.
Waqala ngoku usikelele kumfula.
It is since then the place called Mfuleni was blessed.
Ndiyabulela kumnandi enhlizweni yami ndingathetha yonke le mini iphela.
She is very grateful. It's so she has got peace in her heart. She can speak the whole day.
Enkosi.
Amen. Thank you.
Lord, Sevanana mesha sonke sonomthandazo. Thixo wethu olungileyo, siyakubonga baba, siyakubonga baba ekuseni nje. Sibonga baba simanga sasemthatha. Mthatha ifumene somandla umsa namhlanje. Baba sikubongile Nkosi yami elungileyo. Baba namba abantu bakithi Nkosi. Bezwile izingoma Nkosi yami, bezwile yonke into Nkosi yami, sekuza Nkosi yami baba elakho ilizwi, elidala into engekho ihlebe khona, elivusa abafileyo Nkosi yami, elivusa sonke elingilevula amehlo eziphofu. Nkosi yami elungisa imizi, baba seliza elakho ilizwi manje Nkosi yami, beze kuwe ke Thixo wami olungileyo. Thatha indawo Nkosi yami, yima nencika kusomandla manje, izakuma lapha somandla iphethe incwadi yomthetho, mana naye ke Nkosi yami elungileyo, makuthi umsawa kusomandla bawubonakala baba, uzala kutsha ke ekuseni, ungcwelise Nkosi yami baba, wembese namandla. Thixo wami olungileyo, xosha imoya emdala Nkosi yami, ngegama lenkosi uJesu. Sikubongile Nkosi yami baba, nayi le Nkosi zomandla sesithule emseni wakho ngegama lenkosi uJesu. Amen.
God must bless you, people of God. Amen. We are so pleased to meet in this morning with the grace of God. God has made us so well and He raised us this morning. He allowed us to come and listen to the word of God. Last night we heard that men cannot live by only bread, but with the words that proceeded from the mouth of God. The word of God is coming now this morning. The word of God is Jesus of Nazareth himself.
Hallelujah. uThixo wadala ngaye izulu lonke nomhlaba wonke.
God created by him heaven and earth.
Yonke into edatshuliweyo ebonwayo nengabonwayo owaziyo nongayaziyo idalwe nguThixo ngezwi lakhe.
Everything that is being created, whether you can see it or you cannot see it, manifested or not manifested, it was created by the word of God.
Ilizwi likaThixo liyadala.
The word of God is creative.
Khuluma kungekho kubekho.
He speaks at something that is not seen and it is appearing.
Umhlaba wongekho lo.
This earth was not there.
Kwangela lutho la.
It was not existent.
Utshani lo babungekho lo mbali yonke lo.
This grass that we see was not in existence.
Kodwa uthe sethanda uThixo ukuthi lezi zinto zivele.
When God delighted that these things should appear,
Wasesithi umhlaba mawuveze. Lalela brother, wavela lokho singathi.
he said, let there be earth. Listen, my dear brother, these things that you see now appeared.
Ilizwi likamlimu
The word of God,
alichabalali kalibhulukani kalipheli manje.
it cannot lose power, cannot expire.
Nxa likhuluma
When he speaks,
lenza into yayo original.
it makes an original thing.
Into yakhona iba original, iba yiyona leyo yiyo.
The created, the creature or the created thing which is created by the word of God become the original thing as you see it.
Yikho bona umuntu okholwe kuJesu Kristu uthola usindiso. Uzalwa kutsha ngezwi likaThixo eliphilileyo, elimiyo, elihlala phakathi.
Now, that is why you see when a man believeth God, receiveth a true salvation, the word of God that standeth forever dwells within him.
Lo muntu
Now this man
ozelwe ilizwi
who
likaThixo
is born of the word of God
akezubona.
cannot sin.
Lo muntu
This man
uphila emhlabeni
live on earth
esisidalwe esisha.
being a new creature
Udalwe yizwi likaThixo.
created by the word of God.
uThixo ususa inhliziyo yetshe
God removed the stony heart
amfake inhliziyo yenyama.
and put in the heart of flesh.
Hallelujah. Nasi isimanga esidlula izimanga zonke.
Now here's a miracle which is greater than every.
Isimanga sokuzalwa kusha.
It is a mystery of being born again.
Awuzalwa kusha ngamanzi.
You are not being born of water.
Awuzalwa kusha yisidlo senkosi.
You cannot be born of the Holy Communion.
Awuzalwa kusha ngokuphuza iwayini.
You cannot be born of drinking wine.
Kodwa lalela.
Listen, my dear brother.
Awusufuna ukuzalwa
If you
kusha.
want to be born again,
Kumele uphenduke ezonweni zakho.
repent from your sins.
Step yakuqala,
This is the first step.
phenduka.
Repent.
Xa ungaphenduka,
If you
ungami
repent,
kuphela kuphendukeni.
don't just stand upon repentance.
Dlulela phambili.
Go further.
Dinga ukuzalwa kutsha.
Seek for salvation.
Hallelujah. Indaba yokuzalwa kutsha
The matter of being born again
yeza nenkosi uJesu.
is brought upon by the Lord Jesus.
Hallelujah. Uye waqala wayishumayela.
He's the first one who started preaching it.
Hallelujah. Watshela uNikodimo ebusuku lapha.
He told Nicodemus that night.
Wathi mfundisi,
He said, Minister,
lalela baba.
listen, my dear brother.
Ukhuluma into yonke ngami.
As you speaking all these things with me,
Ngiqinisile.
of the truth,
Ngiqinisile.
of the truth,
Ngithi kuwe.
I'm saying to you,
Uma umuntu engazalwa ngaphezulu, angekubona umbuso kaThixo.
if a man is not born of heaven, cannot see the kingdom of
Uma
God.
umuntu engazalwa ngokwaphezulu, angengene embusweni
If
kaThixo.
a man is not born again, cannot enter the heaven.
Ukuveza ukuthi indaba yokuzalwa kutsha yayiqala. Noma babe nemithetho kusukela kuMoses. So kudlule over 1700 years. Imithetho ubalwa lapho ufunda masabatha. Usuku ngosuku. Ukuthi ubone ukuthi yayiqala indaba le. Omkhulu wakho. Omkhulu wesinagoge. Induna yabaFarisi. Watsho kuJesu wathi umuntu angazalwa kanjani esemdala aphindele futhi esiswini sikamama yazi indaba ukuthi yambambalisa yamdibanisa inhloko baba le ndaba ayisiyo yenhloko le ndaba iyakholwa enhliziyo umsebenzi othatha indawo phakathi enhliziyweni.
Now, so that you can see and believe that this message which was spoken by our Lord Jesus Christ, it was the first and most message which was preached on earth on that day when Jesus was with Nicodemus. He was one of the elders of the church, but he did not know about being born again. You know, he was following the laws. You know, the laws were preached for more than 1,700 years, but they did not know about being born again. When Jesus told him that you ought to be born again, you know, that matter was confusing to him, because it was not a matter that you have to comprehend through your brains, but it is a matter that you ought to believe. Now, Nicodemus had to believe. Now, that message was the only message, was the first message which was preached on earth. It was first time they hear about being born again. My dear brethren, now this matter which is in the tent, it is the matter from heaven. It is the matter of being born again. To be born again. It is God himself. The sins cannot be redeemed from the college. You cannot be put injection to remove sins. You cannot be dipped into the water so the sins can go away. Nothing like that. A sin is in the spirit of man. Isolo asihlale engqondweni, asihlale ebunzini, asihlale esandleni, asihlale emlonyeni, asikho enyaweni. Isolo sihlale enhlizweni emoyeni wakhe. The sin cannot be found into the brain of a man, nor onto the hands or in the feet or anywhere else. But the sin will be stuck into the heart of a spiritual being. When a man repented, when a man, you know, submit or agree to the sins to God, when that person confesses his sins to God, amen. When you repent, when you forsake the world, when you turn your back against the devil, after having made a decision, and you say, devil, Satan, I am going to serve you no more. From that moment on, as you make a right about turn, when you make a turnaround, you have to go to the cross. Go to Jesus. Go to Calvary through faith. With the humble heart. With the broken heart. With the heart that, you know, regrets. Saying that, God, I'm regretting. Forgive me, my God. Forgive my sin. You know, I've sinned without knowing. It was through my ignorance of my sin. Forgive me. As you take a step, as you go in towards the cross. Hallelujah. Now your flesh cannot make you to be born again. No. If you dance a lot, cannot make you to be born again. To clean the temple cannot make you to be saved. If you want to be born again, it's a matter of the spirit between man and God. There is no minister that gets in. The work of the ministry is to show you the scriptures. Pointing to Jesus of Nazareth. Showing the path to go to the cross. As you go in there, the minister remain at the pulpit. But your spirit take the journey. From the dead. Coming from the dark place. Coming from the place of the demons. As
Yes, I'm going to Jesus.
And say, I'm coming, my Lord.
Izwile izwi
I
lakho.
have heard your word.
Ngilapha
I
Jesu.
am here, my Lord.
Yimina Nkosi ongifunayo.
It is me that seeketh me.
Awusabela.
As you respond,
Udabula imango njalo.
as you going through the
Ufike
prayer,
preaching lelotshwala.
get to the preach of
Uliwele ibholoho
and
lakhona.
going through the preach
Ulibulale.
and breaking it.
Ulibulale. Ngoba you are no longer going back to be. Ufike futhi egwayini.
As you go to the cigarette,
Ubulale ibholoho lakhona.
breaking the preachers,
You are no longer going back to sin. Ukhaphe wonke amabhiliji ezono.
going through all the preachers of sin,
Ubabhishise wonke.
destroying all of them.
Lalela.
Listen,
Nawuqhubeka usiya phambili.
as you going further,
Uzabhokongela eCalvary.
you will be ushered to Calvary.
Hallelujah. Uzaphakamisa amehlo.
As you
Uzayibona imfana kaThixo esusa izono zeswe.
you will see the Lamb of God that will
Awufika kuye.
As you get there,
Awusondela kuye.
as you come closer,
Yena uyabiza abantu.
you will be calling the people,
Ubabize eseGolgotha lapho abafela khona.
calling them from Golgotha where he is,
Khona lapho-ke
in the place.
awufika kuJesu.
When you get to the Lord,
Izono ziyathethelelwa.
sins will be forgiven.
Ngegazi likaJesu.
With the blood of Jesus of Nazareth.
Umphefumulo wakho
Your spirit
udibana nomsindisi.
meeting with the Savior.
Umphefumulo wakho
Your spirit
ukhululwa amaketanga ezono.
being redeemed from the bounds of sin.
Yes. Isoni
Sinner.
ebesimaniniki ngezono.
You know who was so terrible with the sin?
Kodwa
But
xa sifika eCalvary
as they get to the Calvary,
kunomusa nesihawu
the
kuJesu.
mercy of Jesus of Nazareth.
Akakubuza izono zakho uJesu.
He will not ask you of your sins.
Akakubalela
He
izono
will
zakho.
not count for your sins.
Noma ungumona ongakanani.
Even if you are a violent sinner,
Kodwa nxa usufikile eCalvary
as you go to Calvary,
kuphelile konke.
everything is over.
Kuphelile konke.
Everything is over.
Awufike eCalvary.
As you get to Calvary,
Igazi likaJesu liyakuhlanza.
the blood of Jesus cleanses you
Konke ukungcola
from all the filthiness
omphefumulo.
of the spirit.
Okufinyelela emphefumulweni.
Whatever gets to the spirit,
Ilizwi likaThixo.
it is the word of God.
Ngoba lona linamandla.
Because it is powerful.
Liphilile.
It is lively.
Linamandla.
It is powerful.
Libukhali ukudlula inkembe esinganhlangothi zombili.
It is sharper than the two-edged sword.
Liyahlaba.
It pierces
Kuze kufike wahlukanisa umphefumulo
and
nomoya.
separates the spirit and the soul.
Amalunga nomkantsha.
You know the bones and the barrels.
Lizwisisa ukucabanga
You
nokuzinza
understand
komphefumulo.
that you're thinking.
Lingaqeda khonokho.
Once it's done,
Indaba yesono madoda iyaphela.
the matter of sin, man,
Uhlupho luhlupha amakhozi luyaphela.
the most problem that troubles men, it's done over.
Yaphela.
Done over.
Abathandazi bayakhathazeka.
You know the prayers have been troubled.
Worshippers are being tormented by this one evil called sin.
Abathandaza bathuthwa yile eyonayo eyonilene kuthiwa isono.
Isono sihlupha abakhonzayo.
You know sin torments the
Isono
people.
sihlupha abafundisi bagqoka amabhola
Yes.
sabehlula.
Torments the ministers who wear the collars.
Bahambe baye ekholeji baphuma laso.
They went to the collar, they came back with sin.
Bahambe bayabhabhathiswa baphuma laso emanzini.
Went to be baptized, but they came out of the water.
Bagqoka amayunifomu kodwa sahambanga isono.
Wearing the uniform, but the sin remained.
Basigidela etsheshi bagida baze baginqa babamanzi te kodwa bephuma lapho bakhombisana nabafazi bona labade behlalisa izinto.
They dance until they soak into the sweating. But as they going out, you know they propose to other women.
Lalelani madoda.
Listen,
Lalelani bakithi. Nansi indaba eliqiniso
this is
nansi.
the truth matter. This
Iqiniso lelizwi
is the truth.
lifanele ukubonga nokubonga.
Has to be thanked.
Nokuthi Jesu Kristu weze emhlabeni la
And Jesus came on this earth
uzosindisa izono.
to save the sinners.
Uyasindisa uJesu.
Jesus is
Ngokuzalwa kutsha.
be born again. Hallelujah.
ungazalwa kutsha
If you're born again,
isono siyaphela
sin goes away.
kusukela leso sikhathi uzalwa kutsha
From that time that you've been born again,
uyanikwa amandla okunqoba isono
you're given power to overcome sin. He's saying that.
umbhalo usho
The
njalo
scripture says that.
ukuthi laba abamamukelayo
Those who receive it,
abanika amandla ukuba babe ngabantwana bakaThixo
He gave them power to become the
abo
children of God.
abakholwa egameni lakhe
Those who believe in His word.
Mthatha
Take
wena wemthatha Mthatha nansi usindiso lufikile Mthatha
Here is salvation has come in Mthatha.
uJesu Kristu weNazaretha ukhona phakathi kwethu
Jesus of Nazareth is among us.
namhlanje
Now this morning,
ufuna ukusebenza phakathi
He wants to work amongst us.
ufuna ukusebenza labasindiswayo
He wants to work with those who are saved.
ufuna ukusebenza even laba abasindisiweyo
He wants to work with the very ones who are saved.
he want to work even in the lives of the born again Christians he wants to even work in the life of a sanctified Christian he wants even to work in those that are filled with the Holy Spirit today it is revival time it's a revival it is a revival and the Spirit of the Lord is here Lord revive us again Osmayeli Musise Osmayeli Musise this one is done
Listen, my dear people. Listen.
nanti sango lezulu
Here's the gate of heaven.
umkhumbi kaNoah umile
Noah's ark.
lalela brother
Listen, my brother.
awufika ngacawe la
This is not another church. I'm
asizama
saying.
ngezelela ama
We
church
should not end up into the churches. No way.
asaqale inye futhi hayi
Not even establish another one. No.
esikhona zilungile
Yeah, but the ones who are there, they enough.
banxiba ama uniform amahle
They wear beautiful uniform.
banentshebe zabo ezinhle
You know they've got a long beard.
but the problem
But the problem,
isono
sin.
isono sizwe isimanga
Yesterday we
uJesu Kristu
Jesus Christ.
wabhoda eGalile
He went all over Galilee.
wahamba eDecapoli
He went to Decapolis.
kuthiwa wangena kumasinagogi
He
abo
went into their own synagogue,
eshumayela ivangeli lombuso kaThixo
preaching the gospel of the.
haleluya xa sefikile uJesu
He came.
uza nevangeli lombuso kaThixo
He comes with the gospel of the kingdom of God.
likhulula ijaha esonweni
He saved a young man from sin.
liphume emankazaneni for good
He must walk out of the girls forever.
liphume kumbanje forever
He must go out of Dagga forever.
lalelani madoda
Listen, man.
lindaba yokuzalwa kutsha
This matter of being born again
asiyomdlalo nix
is not a playful matter.
uJesu ndodana kaThixo
Jesus, the Son of God,
wayeserious madoda esiyesipambano
he was serious as he was leading to the cross.
wayeserious ethwala isipambano
He was serious as he was carrying the
it
cross.
was not a joking matter
It was not a joke.
echizulu ezozalwa umfazi
As he living heaven and was born of a woman,
wayeserious
he was serious.
he meant business
While and umsebenzi impela,
efuna umuntu
seeking a man,
elandela umuntu so
just seeking a man, going after a man, following a man.
umuntu walahleka esimini yase-Eden
Man went astray from the Garden of Eden.
wayekufana
He
nelucifer
fell from the image of God.
kodwa nanti uthando lukaMlimani ubonakalisa besasephakathi esimini yase-Eden
Look at this wonderful love of God whom he displayed while he's still in the Garden of Eden.
bathe sebonile
As they sinned,
Jehova wasukuma
God himself stood up.
ubaba
Father, Father,
umnini mandla wonke
you know, the Almighty God,
nini nanini
the everlasting Father,
uye wasukumayo
he stood up.
wathi babonile alright
They have sinned, okay.
abasafanelanga kulungile
They are not worthy. No, it's okay.
wasesenza into bantu bakithi
He made another thing, our people.
wenza into
He made a thing
emena namhla kalokhu
which stood even today.
wabashabela
You know, he killed
inyamazana
a lamb.
Notice ukuthi uThixo wabembesa ubunqunu babo.
Noticing that God was putting clothes onto their nakedness.
Wababophela okhalweni lapha.
You know, he tied onto their loins. Listen to me.
Bakuluthando lukaMlimi esenza izolo.
That was the love of God as he was clothing the sinners.
Sona isithe siphuma
As a sinner walking out
ensimini yase-Eden.
from the Garden of Eden,
Saphuma sibotshelwe uthando lukaThixo.
he walked out sitting by or on the loins with the love of God.
Thixo embophe ngothando lwakhe.
You know, God put the love of God on his loins.
Namhlanje so
Even today,
leyantambo yabopha abantu ekhalweni lapha
the robe of
eyothando lukaThixo.
the love of God which was put on his loins.
Yilo likudonsileyo.
It is the one that God is pulling you over to him.
Uyazi mhlobo wami udonsiwe kubaba ke.
Listen, my dear friend, you must know that you've been pulled over to him.
Awusiselanga kodwa ubaba wasezulwini ukudonsile ngothando.
You didn't come on your own, but the love of God from heaven, he pulled you over to him.
Yes. Maybe uthe usizwa lolu meme wangani uyaphikisa kancane.
As you had the invite, you were doubtful.
Usasidla ngakho
As you thinking about it,
kukhona inathe evele kuwe.
there was something that pulled you.
Thando lukaThixo lwathi.
You know, the love of God just pulled you over.
Wasusithi well I'm changing my mind.
Then we decided and said, no, I'm changing.
No inhliziyo yami enyithi ngcono ngihambe.
I should go.
Ayisona inhliziyo yakho.
It's
Umoya kaMlimi.
the Spirit of God
Ukudonsele ukuphilele okuphakathi.
pulled you to the everlasting life.
Yes.
Yes.
Udonsele kuba bakho.
He pulled you over to your Father,
uThixo umdali wezulu
God,
nomhlaba.
the Creator of heaven and earth,
Okuthandayo kangaka.
who loved you so much.
Nanti uthando bantu bakithi.
Yes, the love.
Asithina sathandayo.
It's not us who love
Kodwa uJesu weNazaretha
Jesus of Nazareth.
wasithanda.
He loved us.
Waze wasifela siseseyizona.
You died for us while we are sinners.
Namhlanje usibizela kusindisweni.
God is calling upon His
Hallelujah.
salvation.
Ya lukhona usindiso namhla kuseni.
There is salvation this morning.
Indoda ingazalwa kusha
A
lapha.
man can be saved.
Usisa ngazalwa kusha
A
lapha.
sister can be saved.
Nawe futhi ungazalwa kusha lapha
A
esikuqweni.
brother can be born again. Go to the altar. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Nawe izono singathethelelwa
And
namhlanje.
you too, your sins can be forgiven.
What an invitation.
Oh, nanku memo lumangalisa.
Umemo lwasezulwini.
Oh, an invitation from heaven.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Ivangeli
In the gospel,
linamandla kaThixo usindisa bonke abakholwayo.
it is the power of God to save all those who believe it.
Siyabonga namhla kuseni.
Amen.
uJesu khona phakathi kwethu.
Jesus is amongst us.
Ake silifunde leli verse.
Let us read this verse.
Siqalisele khona lapho namhla kuseni.
Hallelujah.
Matthew chapter 18 verse 20. Ngokuba
Amen.
lapho kubuthena ababili noma bebathathu ngegama lami ngikhona phakathi kwakho.
Matthew 18 verse 20, we shall read. For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, am I in the midst of them.
Lapho kubuthena khona
For where 2 or 3,
abantu bangabuthana
where people gather,
uJesu uyagijima.
oh, the Lord Jesus runneth over.
Kathi ukuthi balushwana kakhulu.
He is not saying that God is only a few.
Usukumela ababili.
He stands up for the 2.
Ababili kuphela. Mina nonkosikazi wami uJesu uyasukumela.
You know me and my wife. What to stand for?
Manje nawe ubuyile.
And we have come.
Ukhona phela uJesu lapha. Uza kwakho lapha.
Now, for you coming here,
Ulanda uJesu
coming for the Lord Jesus,
ulanda umsindisi.
coming for the Savior,
Ulande umthetheleli.
coming for the forgiver,
Ulande umphilisi.
coming for the healer,
Umvusi wabafileyo.
the raiser of the dead.
Umlamuli wesivumelwano esitsha. Glory to God.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes, the mediator.
The mediator.
Hallelujah. He's the mediator of the New Testament. The New Covenant.
Amen.
Isivumelwano esitsha.
The new covenant.
Esinezithembiso ezinhle ukudlula isivumelwano sakuqala.
With the new agreements from the Old Testament.
The promises of the New Covenant are more glorious than the promises of the Old Covenant.
Isithembiso esitsha sinamandla kakhulu ukudlula isivumelwano sakuqala.
Isivumelwano sakudala.
The Old Covenant.
Babantu bebehamba behlaba amaqhwane eLathini.
You know, they would come over and again and kill the lamb.
Amasabatha elandelana.
Sabbath by Sabbath.
Amajuba bebanjwa.
You know, the pigeons will be
Ezohlatshwa lapha eMalathini.
killed into the
Kwawusitshekelwa izolo kodwa zazikhunjulwa.
But as they were covered in the sins, but they would remember them.
The act of sacrifice was to cover the sins, not to remove them. But when Jesus came, he came with a more glorious covenant. The new covenant that was ushered in by the dying of our Lord Jesus on the cross of Calvary brought in a new covenant with more glorious promises. Now, you don't bring a lamb. You don't bring a pigeon. You don't bring a calf. All that you bring, my brother, is your heart. You just bring your heart to the altar, broken and contrite, humble, and the repenting heart. God will not forsake. Awudingi ixhwane namhlokuseni.
You don't need a lamb this morning.
Awudingi impigeon ijuba.
You don't need a pigeon.
Awufunekayo kuphela
What is only needed?
inhliziyo yakho
Your
khona.
heart, my brother.
Vula inhliziyo.
Open your heart.
uJesu wangena.
Jesus comes in.
Ukhona oqoqodayo emnyango.
There is one that knocketh.
Ukhona onqonqothayo
There is
kalokho.
one that knocketh right now.
Enhliziyweni yakho.
In your heart.
Ufuna ukungena.
He wants to come in.
uJesu weNazaretha.
Jesus of Nazareth.
Awuyi kumvulela na.
Aren't you going to open for him?
Lapho kubuthene ababili
Where two
noma bathathu
or three
ngegama lakhe
are gathered
ukhona
together.
phakathi.
There he is in the midst of them.
Sikhuluma nje
As we speak,
ubhekile
he's watching.
ukuthi yiphi inhliziyo engifunayo.
Where is the longing heart?
Hallelujah. Yiphi inhliziyo elambileyo.
Where is the hungry heart?
Yisuthise
And I
ngokulunga.
will fill it with goodness.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Glory to God.
Hallelujah. uJesu la ulindele ukusebenza khathesi.
Jesus is waiting to work right now.
Inhliziyo
He
evumayo
wants the willing hand
nezithobisayo.
that humbleth himself.
Ukhona lapha phakathi.
He is here. Glory to God.
Igama lenkosi malibonge. Incwadi kaLuka chapter 4. Incwadi kaLuka chapter 4. Verse 14. uJesu wabuya ngamandla kamoya kweza eGalile. Kwezwakala udumo lwakhe ezweni lonke langakhona.
Chapter 4, verse 14. And Jesus returned in the power of the Spirit into Galilee. And there went out a fame of him through all the region around about.
Wafundisa ezindlini zabo zokusonta edunyiswa ngabantu bonke.
And he taught in the synagogues, being glorified of all.
Weza eNazaretha lapho kondliwa khona. Ngosuku lweSabatha bangena endlini yokusonta njengokwenza kwakhe wesuka wema ukufunda.
And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up. And as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Sabbath day and stood up to read.
Wanikwa incwadi kaIsaya umprofeti esaphenya incwadi wafumanisa indawo okulotshiweyo kuyo ukuthi.
And there was delivered unto him the book of the prophet Isaiah. And when he had opened the book, he found the place where it was written.
Umoya wenkosi uphezu kwami. Kalokho ngigcobile ukuba ngishumayele ivangeli kwabampofu. Ngithumile ukuphilisa abadabukileyo ngenhliziyo. Ukushumayela ukukhululwa kwabathunjwayo ukubheka kwezimpumputhe ukuhlenga abasutshiweyo nokushumayela umnyaka omuhle wenkosi.
The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because He hath appointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering the sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised.
So,
verse 19. Verse 19. To preach and the acceptable year of the Lord.
Wasonga incwadi wayibuyisela encekwini washala bambhekisisa bonke abasendlini yokusonda.
Verse 20. And he closed the book, and he gave it again to the minister, and sat down. And the eyes of all them that were in the synagogue were fastened on him.
Waqala wathi kubo namhlanje kugcwalisekele encwadi ezindlebeni zenu.
And he began to say unto them, This day is this scripture fulfilled in your ears.
Bafakazisa bonke bamangala ngamazwi amnene aphuma emlonyeni wakhe bathi lo asiyendodana kaJosefa na.
And all bare him witness and wondered at the gracious words which proceeded out of his mouth. And they said, Is not this Joseph's son?
Lo,
This one.
Zwana.
Listen.
Kwakusenkonzweni.
It was in the church, in the service.
Silence was broken. Ukuthula kwadisturb-eka.
Yeah.
Abapristi beqhwebana.
The priest, they touch each other.
And lo,
And they say,
kanti asiyendodana kaJosefa.
Is this not the son of Joseph?
Bakhuluma ngale.
As they speak here and there.
Isinagoge yezwakala abantu bekhuluma.
Now, the synagogue, they heard people murmuring.
Khuluma nomunye uzwe into eyenzeka. Khuluma nomunye.
Just murmur with each other and see what happens.
Uyakuzwa lo?
Did you hear that?
uJesu weNazaretha
Jesus of Nazareth.
esekhulumile
As he spoken.
eshumayela
As he preached.
ebatshela indaba zombuso wezulu
Telling them that
ebatshela ukuthi ngabezalwa kutsha
they must be born again.
abahlengiweyo ukukhulula abahlengiweyo
They must be redeemed.
ephilisa abadabukileyo ngenhliziyo
You know, heal those who were broken-hearted.
abachongo amen
They did not say amen.
khuluma njengawe
They murmured like you.
wezwakala esinagoge kusithi
You know, there was some noise in the synagogue as they were speaking.
lo asiyona indodana kaDavida
No, it's not the son of
nakibo siyakwazi kuphoke amandla angaka
what? Such a
inkulumo engaka
message?
amazwi la
Yes, what?
komnye umbhalo kuthiwa
Now, in the last scripture,
ufundisa ukudlula abafarisi
they say he teaches more than the Pharisees.
babethumela amapholisa ukuyambopha uJesu
They even send the police to take.
bathi befika amapholisa
When the police got
uJesu eshumayela
as Jesus was preaching,
esithi phendukani ngokuba umbuso wezulu usondele bamangala abantu
they will wonder.
babona iziphofu zivele kamehlo
They see the blind open eyes.
abashwabheleyo besukuma
You know the lame stood up.
abagulayo bephila zwana brulu
Listen, my brother.
abangezwayo besizwa
The one next year, they
ibhekeme zatshawu haleluya amapholisa afihla insimbi ngemuva la
gave their weapons.
athula zwi
They kept quiet.
athi lo
And they said, this one.
ngiyambamba njani
How can I catch something?
ngiqalise ngaphi
Where do I begin?
lalela ngikutshele
Listen, my friend.
nanti iqiniso elenzaka lapha
Here is the truth.
lamapholisa they were convicted
Amaphoyisa kade botshiwe ezinhlizweni zabo.
aboshwa ilizwi likamlilo
They were convicted by the word of God.
abengamapholisa izoni
There was police and being sinners.
kodwa ilizwi likathixo
By the word of God,
ivangeli lombuso
the
kathixo
gospel of the kingdom of God,
labakhanyisela ukuthi izoni
it enlightened them that to show that they are sinners.
yikho bengambophanga
That is why they did not catch him.
babuyela inkonzo isiphelile
They went back after the service.
babuyela beyibo bodwa
You know, they went by themselves.
behamba bemathisa
As they were marching like this,
bafika ku-ofisi ka-officer in charge
when they got to the in-charge office,
bathi good afternoon
they
sir
said, good afternoon.
bathi ujesu ngaphi
They said, where is Jesus?
zwana chief
Listen, chief.
akukaze kube khona umuntu okhuluma njengaye lujesu
I've never seen such a person who speaks like Jesus. It is truth, my dear friend. There is no one who's like Jesus. But only Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Even today, we stand with those ministers. We speak the same message. There is no one who is like Jesus Christ. There is no one. There's no one. There is no one. There is only one. The one who died for the sins is only but one. Listen here. This one. He was anointed for them better. This one. He was anointed for men's sins. This one. Yes, he was anointed. He was anointed to redeem all the captives. This one. He was anointed to heal those who are broken-hearted. Golgotha. It is seen a lot of people who died there. There were many people who were crucified in Golgotha in the past. Listen, my brother. Jesus was not the first one to die on the cross. They were giving that law. If somebody is sick, you know, a criminal, somebody who is a murderer, he must be taken and be crucified. The Bible says, Kesef is a man who died on the cross. There were men who died on the cross. They were crucified.
But nothing happened.
They were crucified. Nothing happened.
Golgotha had seen many people.
Golgotha, witnessed a lot of people as they were coming there to be crucified. It was a place where people would be crucified. There were many old crosses. They were put there. They were crucified there.
Nothing happened.
There was no sinner who was saved because of the death of another. But on this day,
glory to God.
it's Passover. The one who was anointed. He was leading to the cross.
Something happened.
Something happened.
ZULU.
Heaven
Nesa.
came down. Hallelujah. Came to the Calvary. God the Father came down with his holy house. He came to Calvary. As Jesus carried the cross, it was more heavier than all the crosses. It was not just two crosses. But he was carrying the sins of the world. He was carrying the troubles of the people. This is the one who was anointed. Hallelujah.
Glory to God.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
He was anointed for this specific service. Glory to God. To do this for you. He wanted to do this for you. He carried your sin. Your sicknesses. You your broken heart. He carried over your pains. Your stresses, he took it over. You know the dying of your children, he carried it over. over.
Ukufa kwezihlobo zakho sokugcwele ama-graves eyadini yakho uJesu wakuthwala esiphambanweni.
Dying of your family, the graves are full in your yard. Jesus carried it over.
Lalela sihlobo sami.
Listen, my dear friend.
Lalela.
Listen.
Akula criminal.
There is no criminal.
Eyathi siye esiphambanweni. Yafaka umqhele wabefa.
Was put a crown of thorns. There is no one.
Amen. Thank you, Jesus.
It never happened.
It's only one hand. Linye ikhanda lafaka befa.
Only one head was put the crown of thorns. Only.
Amen. Khanda linye kuphela.
Only one head.
One.
Elafaka umqhele wabefa. Where the crown of thorns was put on his head.
Amen.
It was pushed on his head.
Hallelujah.
The head of that one who was anointed.
Jesus of Nazareth.
Jesus of Nazareth.
Hallelujah. What a pume court.
As he came out of the court, they gave him the cross.
Was bigger.
He loved it.
Was stronger.
He loved it.
Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Amen. Was stand this pambana.
He loved the cross.
Amen.
As they brought it upon him,
yakholwa wasondela.
Hallelujah. But he came closer.
Wanikela ihlombe lakhe ukubathwala.
You know, he gave them his pen.
Just iqhicha.
As it comes on his arm,
Sathi sifaka lapha.
as it been put on his arm,
Wathi kusokulungile.
he said,
Abemthatha sebekasifiswa. Mthatha sengaphila.
anyone from Mthatha can be saved. He can be healed.
Baphuma naye.
As they walked out,
Bahamba naye.
they went with him.
Omuntu mango suka lapha usiye Golgotha.
You know, the distance was so long from there to Golgotha.
Wow, 14 times.
He fell 14 times,
Ewela phansi.
falling on the ground.
Kodwa
But
wayesithi
he was saying to me,
intando yakho manje.
let your will be done.
Ilanda kuzobahleka kulanda.
Tells them,
Xa babemtshaya njengenzomba.
you know, as they were hitting him like that,
Bemshaya njengebhiza elidonsa ikhathi.
you know, they were beating him like a horse that's pulling a cart.
Wathula nje.
He kept quiet.
Uthi yena umhlane wami anguvalanga.
He says, I did not hit my back.
Wavulela wabangitshayayo.
Open it to the smiters.
Inwele zakhe waziyekela basihluthula.
He's there, he let them loose. The
Bamkhahlela santanto.
kicked him the way they liked it.
Bamthethisa ngehlamba abazicabangayo.
You know, they cast him the way they liked it.
Athi yena
As he says,
athethelele baba bakwazi
forgive them, Father, for they know not what they're doing.
esephuma ngaphandle kwesango
As he walked out of the gate,
wahamba
he went
esiphambano sakhe
carrying his cross.
efika eCalvary
As he got to Calvary,
bambeka lapho
they put him on a sign.
babe sichumayeza abaholi bethu
You know, our overseers were preaching to us.
basitshela bathi uyena akazange antsare uye esiphambanweni.
They say, you know, he did not fight back.
They didn't struggle to put him on the cross. He willingly spread his body on the cross of Calvary. Bebethela lesi
As they were, you know, piercing his hand,
besibethela nailing it to
as
the
they were
cross.
nailing,
Bathi bachibilikela kulesi bathola sesikhona.
as they were coming to this other arm, they found the arm was there.
Bathi bayihlele enyaweni
As they were going to the feet,
wayesezibekile endaweni.
he prepared the feet accordingly.
I'm sure. I am
Yeah,
sure masojala nazibuza ukuthi kanti umuntu bani.
they must have asked themselves, what kind of a person is this?
Bale
waletha amasotsha, which means it's indicative of the fact that kuthi ukuthi bakusiba lama struggles la, bakusiba lama criminals achavusa umsindo. Yiko kwakumele kube lama sotsha around. I'm sure it means that. But here is a savior. Now also fairly lives. Lama judge 3 times they declared ukuthi akalaqala. Kodwa bathi imphefumulo yabo yathi makamethelwe.
Even if they were convinced that he got no fault, they could see even 3 judges confirm that he's got no fault. But they kept on saying, let him be crucified.
Amen.
You know, they pulled over the cross. Oh, they did not know that they pulling up the one who was anointed. As they were standing in
glory to God.
But they were fulfilling the scriptures. What happened into the praise and serpent? God said, Moses, prepare praise and serpent and put it there. As he put it on, and he said, tell them to look upon it. Whoever look upon it, whoever look upon it, now when Jesus was risen up, that scripture was fulfilled. Now in that evening in the service together with Jesus mentioned the scripture as showing his death, as showing people to his death. As Moses raised the serpent, if the Son of Man must be risen up, whosoever believeth in him shall have everlasting life. He was anointed for that. You know, they put the cross over. As the cross was standing, they did as they did. You know, they cast him.
But you
know, they cast until they did not know what to say. Now the scripture says, you know, they just looked, gazed upon him, because they could not say anything anymore. They could not guess anymore. Now, Jesus seeing that all the scriptures have been, he cried with a loud voice.
What?
He said, it is done. Hallelujah. He released his spirit. As that happened, as this matter happened, there was no criminal who cried or mentioned this word.
Amen. Amen.
Now, while he was still alive, Father, as we said, it was first time such a thing happened. You know, he gave him his bag and he went. Jesus cried in the loud voice. And he said, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani. Lama sabachthani. It is to say, in translation, my God, my God, why have you forsaken me? Amen. Amen. Jesus of Nazareth, he died because of me and you. The plan of salvation, it came on earth. Glory to God. As God revealed it, you know, he removed the black blanket and he removed it like
Glory
that.
to Jesus.
Amen.
Wasala umtakamli.
Oh, the Son of God remains on
Ephezu kwentaba.
top of the mountain.
Mfana kaThixo esusa izono zethu.
Remove the sin of the world.
Usindiso lufikile.
Salvation has come.
Abantu sebengasindiswa.
People can be saved.
Izizwe zingasindiswa.
The nations can be saved.
Izizwe zingangena embusweni kaThixo.
All nations can enter into the kingdom of God.
Olezono kese ziyathethelelwa.
Whoever can sin can come. Sins are forgiven.
Sindisile ngesiphambanweni.
The Savior is on the cross.
Uthe sifa
As he died,
ekuyekela umoya wakhe.
as he releasing his soul,
Umhlaba wazamaza.
the earth shook.
Akukaze kwenzeke eCalvary khona.
Nothing happened in Calvary.
Akukaze kwenzeke into efana naleyo.
Something like this never happened.
Babulawa abantu bonke.
All people were killed,
Kodwa kuJesu.
but Jesus,
Umhlaba wazamaza.
the earth shook.
Glory to God.
Amen.
Uthe uJesu esifa esiphambanweni.
As Jesus died on the cross,
Iveli lethempeli eliphakathi komuzi eJerusalem.
the veil in the temple, which is in the midst of the city,
Ladabuka phakathi.
it rented in the middle,
Phansi kusiya phezulu.
from top to bottom.
Indawo engcwele yabonakala.
The Holy of Holies was exposed.
Lokho kwakukhomba ukuthi
Now, what this was testifying,
isoni
a sinner,
singezwa ngoJesu.
they hear of Jesus.
Sinemvumo yokuzifikela phambi kukaThixo.
They are now allowed to come in front of God.
Lalela sihlobo sami.
Listen, my dear friend,
Uvunyelwe ukukhuluma
you are allowed to speak with God.
namhla kuseni
This morning,
ngaleli lizwi
with this word,
alo inkulumo
with this message,
ulemvumo
now you're allowed.
sizokutshela
We have been told.
sizokwazisa
We are coming here to
usindiso
inform you.
lufikile
The salvation has come.
izono
The
ziyathethelelwa
sins are forgiven.
abagulayo bayaphiliswa
The sick are healed.
inhliziyo zidabukile ziyelatshwa kuJesu
Broken hearted are healed by Jesus.
ababotshiweyo umnyango uvuliwe.
The doors are open.
Glory to God.
Hallelujah.
Ubotshwe yini?
What is it that binds
Ubotshwe
you?
ngamadimoni.
Is the demons binding you?
Bheka lapha.
Listen here.
Wena moya omubi. Phuma ngegama likaJesu wena.
Hallelujah. Glory to God.
Uyagula na?
Are you sick?
Bheka uJesu esiphambanweni.
Look at Jesus in the
Impela
cross.
wasithwala inhlupheko zethu.
Yes, he had carried our sorrow.
Wathatha nokudabuka kwethu.
To touch even our sorrow.
Umvimbo wokuthula kwethu wawuphezu kwakhe.
Now, even his stripes,
Nangemida yakhe sipholisiwe thina.
stripes were healed.
Amen.
Amen.
Lalela brother.
Listen, my friend.
Wena ogulayo.
You who are sick.
Sapholiswa imidwa kaJesu already. Okumele ukwenze kade sikukholwa endodaneni kaThixo.
What you have to do, you must believe in the word of God. Amen.
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 Bazalwane,
Dear brethren,
sihlobo zami,
my dear brethren,
nakuJesu ekuseni esiphambanweni.
here is Jesus this morning on the cross.
Izoni zingasindiswa namhla ekuseni.
Sins can be forgiven this morning.
Izoni zingathethelelwa namhla ekuseni.
Sins can be forgiven this morning.
Nayo bayaphila namhla ekuseni.
The sick are healed this morning.
Abadabukileyo ngenhliziyo uJesu uyabaphilisa.
The broken hearted, Jesus healed them.
Namhla ekuseni
This morning,
akubone
just look
lesi simanga
at this.
sendodana kaThixo esiphambanweni.
With this miracle in the Son of God. Listen, my brother.
Olenge esiphambanweni.
Whoever, the one who's on the cross is God.
Olenge esiphambanweni.
The one on the cross,
Yindodana kaThixo.
it is the Son of God.
Olenge esiphambanweni.
The one on the cross,
Ngumsindisi.
it is the Savior.
Uthetheleli.
He is the forgiver.
Namhla ekuseni
This morning,
angaqeda icala lakho
He
lapha.
can do away with your problem.
Uthethelele izono
He
zakho.
can forgive your sins.
Namhla ekuseni
This morning,
ungabheka omunye umuntu.
don't look at any other
Khipha
person.
amehlo akho ebantwini.
Just take out your eyes from other
Susa amehlo
people.
akho etshetshi yakho.
Remove your eyes from your church.
Susa amehlo akho enkonzweni yakho.
Remove your eyes from your
Susa
denomination.
amehlo akho kumfundisi wakho.
Remove your eyes from your minister.
Namhla ekuseni
This morning,
phakamisa amehlo kamoya.
raise up the spiritual eyes.
Bheke uJesu esiphambanweni.
Look at Jesus in the cross.
Awubheke namhla
Look today, Jesus on the cross. This morning, Jesus can be found. You can also find him. Your sins can be forgiven. If you agree, if you repent, if you are ready, as you say, I'm prepared, and you say, I'm allowing, I'm agreeing, forgive my sins. Listen, he will give you. Jesus will forgive you. He is ready to forgive you. He spoke to the leper. The one who said, if you win, you can cleanse me. Jesus responded and said, I want to. You must be cleansed. The one as you want salvation. You want salvation as you want salvation. Listen. Jesus wants, he's willing to save you. Listen again. God wants to save you this morning. He says, I want that your sins must be forgiven. Jesus wants. You want revival? He says, I want you to be revived. You want to be healed? Jesus says, I want you to be healed. Do you have any other problem? Jesus says to you, let it be according to your faith. Glory to God. Amen. Here's a wonderful morning. Here's a wonderful morning. Listen, man. This morning is so wonderful. But Jesus had the scripture. He's here today. The one of the cross is here. The Lord Jesus of the cross is here. The one who raised Lazarus is here. The same Jesus who saved the woman who was caught up on the earth is here this morning. Now this morning, he will save you. This morning, he will heal you. This morning, he will destroy all your troubles. Listen again. Even those demons that Jesus will cast them out this morning. Hallelujah. Now we want a determined man. We want a determined young man. We want a determined young man. The one with the determination in his heart. The one who says, no. You want to be saved today? The Lord is calling you today. Have you been seeking for salvation for a long time? Jesus says today, I want to. Glory to God. Amen. I want to. I want to. Jesus wants to save you. In other words, salvation today. This place is full of salvation. Amen. Now this the one that is Jesus Christ will save it. Is the only person, they will all be saved. The salvation is for us all. Glory to God. Amen. 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 God has spoken. Jesus has spoken. The Holy Spirit has spoken. What are you saying? It is well. Come hither.
Namhlanje awudingi kodwa uzothatha ukufuna.
Today you're not coming to seek, but just come take.
Woza.
Just come over.
Woza.
Just come over.
Ungasuka ungasindiswanga.
Don't live here if you're not saved.
Ungasuka ungazalwanga kutsha.
Don't live here without getting salvation.
Nasikuseni emangalisayo.
Here's a wonderful morning.
uJesu uyakubiza.
Jesus is calling you.
uJesu uyakubiza, sondela my sister.
Jesus is calling you.
Sondelani lapha, sondelani. Buyanini. Sondelani, bafika bani. Glory to God. Wozani. Woza Goku, woza. Hallelujah. Uyabizwa sihlobo sami. Uyabizwa uJesu weNazaretha. Come my brother, come. uJesu uyakubiza, sondela mtholo wami, sondela. Suleleni indawo khona abafundisi. Uyabona. Hallelujah. Buka inkosi ukhulume noJesu. uJesu uzakuthenga sizakusindisa namhla. uJesu uzakuthethelela izono zakho. Hallelujah. Glory to God. Hallelujah. uJesu uyakubiza lapha ekuseni. Sondela my sister. uJesu weNazaretha ukhona. Uzakusindisa namhlanje. Chikwembu. Hallelujah. Sumela chikwembu. Hallelujah. Sumela. Esa chikwembu. Teka ipato. Ikusumela. Hallelujah. uJesu uyakubiza. Siyabonga msindisi. Lapha abantu bakho baba. Nathi sonke. Sebenza ngokwabizo. Sibisa baba. Amaphezulu Jehova. Sibisa msindisi. Bonke abazimayo zabo. Bonke abakhuleka egabeni lakho. Masibise namhlanje. Njengezithembiso zakho. Uthi baba. Bonke abakhuleka egabeni lakho sibisa. Yenza njalo. Sibisa kusithethela. Uphilise nabantu bakho. Uphilise lapho selikhulile. Amandla akho abonakele. Yelula imizamo yakho. Khulula abamoshiweyo. Bonke abathwele imithwalo baba. Ukhulule yonke. Ngegama likaJesu. Sebenza ngomandla wakho. Uyabona. Umisa izwi lakho baba. Ngezimali nezibonakaliso zakho. Sebenza baba. Ngezumusa Nkosi. Ngegama likaJesu weNazaretha. Uyabona. Kwenzile konke baba. ngoJesu umdlalo kuze kube khona. Amen. Ngiyakubonga ngoba nangizodelwa yengaweyo thanga nezicela ngokukholwa namkelisela ngokukholwa unongela uJesu umnamuhla uJesu uyahawukela uJesu haleluya sondela 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 ngenhliziyo ephukileyo namoya odabukileyo akazi ukudela haleluya nangu uJesu haleluya nangu uJesu uyenza ngokukholwa uthembekile okubezileyo unaso isimo sakho kholwa